Hi, Melissa. Nice to see you. Thank you for making time, to come on
Hi.
board. This is part of our
Yes,
World Mental Health Day awareness that we are actually doing, and we are
that's
interviewing
great.
some amazing people. Today I'm with Melissa, who's a good friend and an amazing human being. How we know? Because we know the family also. How they're coming up with their, what with issues they find solutions, and how they're actually helping with that solution with other people. So I'm super excited to be with you, Melissa. I'm going to introduce you formally in a while, which when I was reading it, I was getting goosebumps. So before that, as you know, mental health is something which is very important. Mind and body, basically, they're connected, and by having proper alignment, we'll be able to perform as a better human being. And with that performance, you'll be able to produce better result, which will be a result which will create a ripple effect to go to the people next to us, and then it goes on when it rubs on. So I have an amazing guest, as I said, Melissa. She's. I'm going to read her profile. It's just, it's lovely. It's long. Okay. When I'm reading this, Melissa, you might be thinking, "Is that me?" Yes, it's that. It's you, because you send this, and I believe. When I saw, people like your mom's name, Mariani, Saloma, and all that, I grew up with Saloma, watching Saloma singing songs and all that. So without further ado, let me just go through. Melissa, born and bred in Kuala Lumpur, the youngest daughter of the late famous veteran actress Mariani, and the niece to the late legendary songstress Saloma. Melissa Saila made her first entrance into entertaining industry at the age of 6. She won her first award as the best newcomer. I watched this, during my time. Anugerah in 1984 for her memorable performance in the soap opera series PJ. Since then, Melissa has been achieving milestones after milestones in the show business industry, with an endless list of production that saw her acting performance gracing television screens and theater productions. More than an actress, Melissa has also dabbled into producing and directing her own production. This is amazing, and taking another step forward. The short film she directed, Berat Sebelah, was premiered in Busan, Korea International Film Festival under Ikal Mayang Anthology. Her famous directorial is a biopic of Saloma, Melissa's own legendary auntie, her stellar performance in P. Ramlee musical theatre that earned her Best Actor in Supporting Role. That's a big one. At the prestigious Beau Cameroonian Arts Award 2017. And she'll always remember this. Melissa is now has embarked as Young Living Essential Oil business owner with her team by Oil Means Melissa, Saila, and is a platinum leader respectively. And having a business to a platinum level, it takes a lot of leadership and also coaching a team, and she's doing it wonderfully. I've personally seen her in action, and how she's actually adding value. The LOA Center, with the Reset community, had played an integral part in shaping Melissa's leadership in Young Living when she first joined the seminar conducted by Mr. Siva.
Yay!
For Young Living Malaysia in 2000. I remember that, Melissa, so nice.
Yeah,
It was nice. And won the Young Living Academy Disney Institute contest. I know that we were
yeah,
basically working on that. 2009,
yes,
in went to see Mickey Mouse and all that in Disneyland. Yes, she's
that's
now also
right.
a certified ESQ 3.0 coach since January 2021, and endorsed by Badan Sertifikasi Indonesia BNSP. Welcome to the program, Melissa Saila.
Thank you, Siva, for
Ah,
the intro. That's quite long,
it is
taking your
you.
time.
Yes, it is all about you. I'm super excited. Well, today is basically the reason why we're having this conversation. I have a lot of questions. Whenever I sit with my kids, they all look at me one kind, because I'll ask questions. Because it's not to say that I'm trying to ask questions and I know the answer. I don't know the answer, seriously. If I know the answer, why am I asking the question? I don't know. So I am going to sit down and have this conversation with you on your cinematic progress, and how it has culminated your life, how it has illuminated your life, all this limelight that came to you. So we're going to have this conversation because we did have a conversation about, it earlier, before we started this session. So we're going to go into that. So uh, we have done a quick intro about yourself. Now, I just want to ask you, Melissa, life growing up into in a cinematic family, the Saloma's name there, your mom there, these are all legendary people. I'm sure you had some positive brushing towards the legendary P. Ramlee, because Saloma was with, doing a lot of work with, legendary actor with, P. Ramlee. It's just, I still watch the movies lah. Labu Labi, Bujang Lapo. I never get tired with P. Ramlee's acting. But you see, you grew up in that era where until today, I believe there's no one who have actually gone into that level. And I saw there was a lot of intertwining of a lot of culture when the movie was made last time. And that is something, when we have the time, we'll talk about it on integrity and all that stuff, how you integrate people, by just looking at so many other things that, which not very important. So please let me know, just share with me, how was it, growing up in an environment like that, Melissa?
Well, as for me, as you can see, I've started from the age of 6. So being in the line, being in the location is a very normal thing for me. Actually, being outside the set is abnormal. So so that's the difference that I see myself. It's just a normal thing that I see my mom do every day. That's our lifestyle. So nothing different. So when I see people who just got into the line, they always have like the big aspiration, the big expectation as well. And in terms of glorify, glamorous life, which I don't see that way. I see like going to the award show is also something very normal. It's something normal. So, and what I realized, these people when they come in, is just beyond. And sometimes when they already in the line, and it's not something that they achieve that is like how they dream to be, and they become very frustrated and down. So I thank God that I came with not much expectation. See, that's the difference.
Wow.
So that is why I see I have this energy. I still have the energy of not getting myself to be in control of not getting myself low esteem, or getting frustrated and down with this all this aromatizing side of the industry. It looks glamorous with glitters and all. But sometimes when people they're not inside there, and then they see, wow, this is nice, this is so great. But when they are already in the line, and they see the other side, the challenges that people go through, we are still the same. It's still the same, but the expectation is too high.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah. So I thank God, in that sense, I get to be more grounded in that sense, because for me, it's normal lah.
Is it because your mom was there and she was very grounded?
Yeah, because not because of that, because I see the life. I
you
see
grew
the
up
life.
in that.
Yeah, I see and I see some married, some don't, some have a good life, but for a while, some after a while, you just have to find your ways. Just like now, we have to shift to another situation, to find means. When you are not needed, we go through that, like the artists.
Yep.
But sometimes the public will see us like, whoa, they are actors, they are they are known, they see us like something that we are not actually.
Wow.
So the pressure is on this on the people, that they have to still be in on screen, in public, that I am still okay. I'm all right. I'm still pretty as 20 years ago. They have this expectation by people, and
Wow.
that is very, very, very something quite scared actually.
Hmm. I'm hearing this word expectation keeps coming back, which is interesting. You see, one of the things that you said, Melissa, you said you didn't have any expectation when you actually went into it because you were actually in that environment, and if you're in that environment, you're in that environment. If a lion grows together with elephants, it might be thinking it's an elephant, right? Because it has not seen any other lion. So you basically with all these cinematic people, you with actors and actresses, and they have their own aura with them, and they were basically rubbing to you, and you didn't know about it, right? And then comes the new people who don't know anything about this. So they are in point A. Now they have to want to go to point B where you are because you don't know you're even at point B because nobody knows. I even don't know where I am, right? Okay,
Mhm.
so that expectation is what that's basically creating a lot of ambiguity, fear, and all that stuff, right? Now, in your experience, you were growing in your career because when I read your profile, you started off with your role in PJ and you won the award, and all that stuff, and then you grew, right? While you're growing up, you were having certain bar that you're actually raising also, right? Because opportunities come, and then you also see the other actors and actresses doing this, and there's a lot of comparison might be happening also along the way. If you don't compare, others might be comparing also, right? And then you're starting to build a family and all that stuff, and you're moving on. Now in this process, what was the difficult part personally for you?
Uh, you see, as for me, as I said, I have no focus at that time. So if you my journey was always, I didn't have target or goals. Oh, I'm going to be the best actress, and then I'm going to be a director after. I don't have that sort of thing. I just go and do things. That's why my journey was not I could have made it earlier also to direct. You see, my first directorial, I directed in 1998.
Mm,
And then after that, I didn't continue
mm.
because, I was doing things that as what I want, you know. So, which I think, as I say lah, because I don't know where I am. I'm just in the line. So
Oh.
talk about challenges. Um, I really cannot recall really a big challenge lah.
You were
Because I
enjoying
said,
the moment actually, I
yeah,
guess.
I was just enjoying the moment
Yeah.
because I don't have the expectation of, oh, I got to be the best of best of
Hmm.
best.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And when you won the award, see, it's written when you started when you were 6 years old, very young, because
Mm-hmm.
psychologically and biologically, it takes around 7 years uh, of child's birth, 7 years, where this is where we actually in the sort of a hypnotic stage where we are basically
Yes.
programming what the surrounding is doing for us so that we can adapt to the surrounding, right? And you're
Mm-hmm.
growing with all this stuff, with all this acting. I guess you caught a lot of things. Were you a natural baby actress? You can mimic and all that stuff when you're small. Were you
No,
natural?
the funny part was is I was very shy. I'm a very shy person.
Okay.
I would well be be hiding behind my mom, but when I'm on stage, when I'm acting, I can do that. I won't be shy.
Wow.
It's something that I could just shape. I guess because I was adapting, yeah, probably. I'm not
Mm.
sure. But I'm very shy. I was a very, very shy
Wow.
person.
So you can
Even,
adapt to certain roles.
yeah, I can just adapt. And when I go into the set, yes, I know, okay, this one I got to do. I got to work. I think, oh, this is work. Because my mom is working like that. I'm doing the same thing. So
Wow.
that's what I could do. I could just act.
Interesting.
And then even I did my first singing album when I was 14, actually.
Wow.
14 years old, I already did my first singing album. I'm not even a singer, but because of, because they see me and they say, oh, you're in the film industry, or maybe Saloma, Marian, anything. Come, record album. Okay, let's do.
Oh, see how the environment can catapult someone, right? This is
Yeah.
exciting. So when you are growing up, you are basically catching how others are doing, and you're able to
Mm.
shift into the character.
Yes.
Amazing. While doing this, we are talking about psychology and all that stuff, which is interesting. Well, we're talking about World Mental Health Day and all that, right? So while you're doing all this, when was you got the award, right? Acting in PJ,
Mhm.
Anugrah Sri Ankasa. How old were you at that time?
Uh, I was about 14, about that, I think. 14,
14, huh?
yeah. And
Okay.
then I was competing with all the adults, actually. I was not competing in a child category.
Okay.
Not even 14, about 12, 13, like that, I think. Yeah.
Wow. And you
Mm.
won.
Yeah.
That's amazing. How
I,
did
I
you?
remember, Siva, when I was accepting the award, I was dressed like an adult. I was wearing a kebaya. And then I had my heels. I was not even walking properly to go up to the stage. I was small at that time.
Wow.
So I don't know what I was doing.
Right. How was your feeling after that? With one, I know it was surreal. You got the what? After that, what happened? How was the publicity on this? And you got more offers coming, and there's more eyes on you. We call it
Mm,
limelight, right? How was the
mm,
limelight? At that point.
mm. After that, it was not that all rosy, not all nice. You
Okay.
see, because I have to sacrifice on my education,
Mm.
my school life, my teenage life. I don't have any kind of those kind of life, actually. Even I have trauma, to go to school at those time, because they were nice. They were not kind to me. School life wasn't nice to me.
What
I
what
would
what
have.
happened? What do you mean by they're not nice? How do they pick on your fame?
Yes.
What do they
At,
say? I mean,
at those time, there was not much child actors. So I was one of them. So when I would get teased at school,
mm,
not just by the students, not by the kids, but also from the teachers as
mm.
well. So I don't like to go to school. I
Wow.
didn't like. I
It's
didn't like.
funny, right? Why people tease. Could it be because of their own inadequacy?
I'm not sure, but that
It's
I
interesting. Yeah.
yeah, but that's what I went through, and I would be I went through a phase. I would cry, every time that I need to go to school. I didn't lie. I didn't tell my mom, I don't want to go. I don't feel belong.
Wow.
I didn't feel belong. So that those that's the con of
Mm.
me being in the line,
Mm.
not at the time that I want. Not that of my own will
Mhm.
of choosing to be. So that is something that I had to go through.
Wow. How did you cope up? What is your coping mechanism? How did you cope up? Because you still have to go to school, and you're
Mm.
going to face your friends, your teacher who has been, you
Oh,
know,
if you see my record, I changed school so many times.
wow.
I went through so many school. I didn't until I just stopped, and I had to study on my own,
Okay.
privately and all that. So I could understand why this. There was one time, I think about not long ago, about maybe 10 years ago. I see this new child actors at those time. They had to. They were not going to school already. Some one thing is because of the schedule as well,
Mhm.
because they are acting, they are working, right? So the
Mm.
working hours.
Mm.
So most of these child actors, they were opting into private tuitions, into private schools to adapt to the timing and all.
Mm.
So I could understand what could have. But nowadays, how they perceive people different. I see not like those time lah.
Mm.
I pernah kena Siva. I mean, I go to show, people will throw ice, throw telur to us.
Wow.
Those kind of time pun ada.
This was stage
Yes,
show.
Stage show. Me, Raja Emma, if you know the name Raja Emma.
Huh?
Yeah, we go through that. I mean, I go to shows with her.
Why do
You
they do
know,
that? I mean,
sometimes people they overexcited also they do that. People just want to have, I don't know why, lepas geram.
wow.
Yeah.
Now I think
Those time lah, those time.
now the same thing, they cannot throw apa egg atau tomato. Now they're throwing words into bullying them
Yeah.
in cyber world,
Betul,
right?
betul, betul.
That's
Yeah.
even more
Yeah.
painful. Yang ni kena telur tak apalah, boleh basuh. Tapi
Uh-uh.
when you kena the other one, it goes deep inside, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So,
Even my mom, she told me because she used to play villain, right? She used to play villain. So
okay.
dia selalu jadi orang jahat. So when she will work outside, she walk outside jalan, people will spit on her. So
Aiyo.
so that's why if you see the artists those time they are very very exclusive, very private because they cannot go out. They have to be among them. Even I remember my mom would say that, when we were in Studio Ampas, the Shaw Brothers studio, the tailor will come and do our clothes, do our shoes, everything, because they cannot go out. If they go out, this is what happened.
Wow. How people get into the character, not only the actors and
Yeah.
actresses getting into character, the spectators, the audience are getting into character. How
Yeah.
deep media can go in.
Yeah.
Wow. So all these are very much related to how we perceive the world, right? Now,
Yep.
so we spoke about, how it was difficult. Fame is not that easy, lah.
Mm-hmm.
And then people think they understand, but they don't understand. No, I always, speak about this. That when you're a supporter of something, let's say a football team, you can support the team lah. And then there's amateur player and professional players. Okay, among these three categories of people, the person who don't know how to play are the supporters or the supporters lah. They know how to make noise, right? Those who get the highest paid are the professionals. And the professionals, why they get the highest pay is basically they can score goals with all the stress from the supporter. And our supporter to still stand in front of the penalty box and shoot a goal in front of maybe 20, 30,000 people looking at them to ask them why they cannot score. So this is the mental resilience that you are going through, your colleagues are going through, because not only your spirit is to entertain, right? It is also, for people to understand what you guys are actually going through. It's such a currently, with the current social media and all that, it is only making it difficult because there's a lot of netizens have things to say. If only they could take some time, be conscious before typing. Before at least you type lah, before sharing, at least think about the ripple effect. It can.
That will be wonderful. But as you see, Siva, and what you have been, you've been championing about how we have to take care of our feelings. To be right, as you say, we have to take care of it. So I guess this is also a good thing that I would like to say to my artist friends. Is actually we cannot stop them. We cannot control, especially now with the medias. Social media, everybody want to say, everybody want to comment, and for the artists themselves, they put themselves also on for. So of course, people want to talk about you. People like you, people dislike you for whatever reason. They have attention on you, but we need to be in control, lah. Yes.
Absolutely.
Of how to perceive these things when this kind of distraction, this kind of challenges come.
Yeah.
So it's important for us. So I learned this through the reset. I learned this through you, Siva. I am always grateful. To know you, to know reset community. Have have changed me. Yeah. So
thank you so much.
Yeah, I wish I know, and I know that this thing will go further, much further. It will grow. It will grow. fantastically,
Thank
inshallah.
you.
Inshallah.
It's just people like you who are is taking responsibility, being in limelight, being able to take uh, I don't know what's so constructive about criticism when they say I'm going to give constructive criticism. Why not give affirmation? That's even better. There's no construction in criticism. Why not we feed forward, rather than just feedback? It's just amazing how tenacious people in your industry have to be, because we all see the good side only. Hey, it's TV, it's the YouTube. Let's watch YouTube, but we don't know the hardship they're going through. Like when you said about your mom who plays the villain role, and she gets attacked with eggs and all that stuff. And just imagine that personal mental trauma she would have been going through, although she knows that she's just a seniman, she's just a person who's actually showing up to entertain people. If only people can understand, that's about maturity, right? Hopefully those who are hearing this will look at someone who's in the entertainment industry and give them immense respect. Without people in the entertainment industry, we cannot have live our life, to go into this imaginary world, tap into our hormones, which are oxytocin. Sometimes it gets stressful if you're watching some stressful movies, but we're going through in that 1.5 hours to 2 hours, we're going through a roller coaster of emotions, right? And thanks to the actress and actors who are actually playing that role. And salute to you and your team for doing it. We are so grateful that you guys are there, not giving up in entertaining. And so you also last few weeks ago when we caught up, you were sharing about a certain incident that you and your friends actually went out for lunch. If you want to name, if you don't want to name, doesn't really matter, but it's all about you and how you felt about it. You guys went for lunch, and then well, we all have James Bond technology. All of us have phone now. And everybody will take out the phone, will start snapping photo, and it will go out. And it goes out. After that, you have no control already. You cannot scold anyone because you're being followed by so many people. And then, can you please share, how the response started coming and how you were affected after that? How your family had to come in and help you out from the situation, right?
I know.
Regard was,
It's been a while that
yeah.
I'm in the exposed publicity. All of us were in the house, kind in the pandemic time. So I've been inside the house, and since this the rule has been loosened, so recently we went out. Went out with some celebrity friends, some those the ones in the entertainment. And yeah, and this news just tapped on us after looking at Sharifah Amani. She's very popular actress, right? So yeah, Sharifah Amani is a dear sister to me. So her in her social media, and the story just circulated, about and people were already judging, giving comment with some very very harsh words that they. So I didn't see those where my husband saw. So yeah, and I saw he was telling me. So I went and see, and I was so shocked to see how they come to this kind of very detailed comment, detailed their views on us, about how we are, about everything about us that they know so much. Which sometimes I pun tak fikir, ada yang macam tu, things like that. But it's quite a thing lah. So that makes me like, yes, I was a bit. I had the feeling of bit down lah reading that, because dah lama tak kena macam tu kan. But thank God I came back to resetting myself back.
Wow, I like that. When you
Yeah.
said the word reset, right? Why I'm smiling, maybe another person, I will not be smiling because I know you came out of this,
Mm.
right? We're actually celebrating this traumatic experience
Yeah.
where many don't fare that well. You see, I'm sure in that comment there were some good comments, right? And our eyes will only go and feast into this comment which is not very nice, right? It's
Mm.
normal. And then we'll look at it and then we'll start cooking and stewing on it and feeling really upset about it until someone has to, family support is needed in your case.
Mm.
Magad also came and, had a conversation, and which is good. And you have a wonderful family, I know them, you have a great support. So that is something I think everybody needs.
Yeah.
So you were able to reset, just that the reset took a bit long, correct?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but we all know our brain likes to look at the negative things and have drama, just like, we always share this, if let's say in the newspaper, when you open nowadays, nobody is opening newspaper because it's all online now. Let's say you have
Mm.
a newspaper, you open the newspaper, it's written there, the inauguration of the city mayor, right? And then right at the small corner at the bottom, it's written there, 80-year-old grandmother was raped. Nobody will read about the mayor. Everybody will go and read about wait, which idiot raped the grandmother.
Mm.
Which is how it is being hyped up. That's
Yep.
why negativity sells. Right?
Right.
So
Yeah, you see, I know I cover. I have in Instagram. I see my friends. Not really friends lah. They are like my adik-adik, the young stars, the young actresses. And they come contact with this kind of bashing very very harshly. And I see some of them. They were not. They were reacting to it. They're not
mm,
responding but reacting. And I kesian sebenarnya. I kesian. I know what they went through, and but that makes them lagi frustrated, lagi down, lagi sedih, lagi tension, when they have to like, so why are you guys care about this thing? Let me, this is my Instagram. They were saying things like that. So this is my post. Let me do whatever I want to post. If you don't want, you can just unfollow me. So they were reacting to this kind of thing. And I can imagine what they come, they have must have gone through
mm,
to those times, that kind of moments. So as I say lah, I'm lucky that I get to know, this, how to reset back my mind, to be, to have this mindset of from the negative, go back to being positive, so that I can go on with my life.
mm. Wow.
uh
It's amazing skills, right? And you have that skills, and all of us can actually have that skill, but we're not actually practicing it. Practice makes perfect. Okay. Now the thing is that if you're not practicing it well, if you're practicing the wrong things, it'll become perfectly wrong. That's the thing, right? So
because we don't have system, we know about this. Most people, they know about this.
yeah,
We know about, okay, when we go to think of bad things or hardship, we have to come back, we have to be strong. All these words we know, but we don't know how to do it because there's no system.
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so I think what you guys been doing, you have a system. So there's something very simple system,
Yeah.
very simple system, and that's how I learned as well. That's how I started. I get to know this when I was in that challenge to go to Disneyland. So that's how I got to know the system that you created. So it's just wonderful, and I must say that have helped me. Not, firstly memang I pakai that system, tapi lama-lama dia macam naturally dah boleh set.
Tak payah tekan
Kan?
pun you know already, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Takkan tekan pun dah boleh ada
fantastic.
that. So, but you have to start with the system lah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what you have, the Reset app is a fantastic
Yeah.
system
Thank
that
you. Thank
people
you.
should. I hope that people get more aware about this,
Yeah.
and see how simple it is,
Yeah.
that can help them
Yeah.
go through life, everyday life. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks to your, your advocation, and all the people around us. We have, I think, more than 25,000 people who are actually in this community.
Wow.
Most of them,
Awesome.
what we realize, they're actually saving their posts rather than sharing it, which is perfectly
Yes.
normal. And one of the best part is that no comments is allowed, so nobody can comment. Now we're actually going through a lot of development in Reset app. Krishna, who's behind
Mm-hmm.
the entire technology side, is doing this. And there's one of the good thing is that once you're a zapper, you can actually create your own group. Now your group can actually post there. You can actually zap them. You can give them some commands and all that. So you'll have your small group. And also there's breathing. We are going to install in there. You breathe for a minute. So all these things are coming up, and it's free. For everyone to use, because this is our contribution to the society at large. Because as long as one person who's benefiting, then we should do more for it. And without your advocation, we will not have gone that this far. And it's always nice to have like-minded people to be around us, La Melissa. So my sincere gratitude for that, because it's not easy to find people coming and actually using it. When I hear your languaging itself, I'm excited how positive you are, because the world happens to us. But the thing is that we know the tools, but we don't use it. Itu kan we call it ignorance kan. And kejahilan is the dosa pertama. Okay?
Okay.
We know, but we don't do.
Yeah.
Right? So one of the things we can do in reset that we always get people is to pray. Prayers is also a reset. Go for a run is also a reset. Meditation is a reset. You are stressed up, you want to go for a sleep. Sleep, it's a reset. So a lot of reset we can do, but we are not doing. So like Jim Rohn said, what's easy to do is easy not to do. It's
Okay.
easy to be negative. Let's just be negative. And how do your family support you in all this movement of being positive, with so much of things? Because Magad is also in the film industry. Your kids are growing up just like you, they are exposed to all this. So how do you guys cope? I know reset is one big thing. So how do you use the reset or any other mechanism to keep this family together? Otherwise it can just poop gone, because there's a lot of cases out there, especially people from the film industry, music industry, who are indulging themselves into illegal substance. I know how it works, basically, because when you lose certain attention, you want to seek attention, and one of the attention it can give is getting into these kind of chemicals, right?
Oh.
So it's important, for us to be able to conscious, like what you said, rather than being reactive. Then, so how do you get your family, to be positive in this fast-moving world where all of us have phones, all of us are glued to our phone? How do you cope up? How do you handle the situation at home, Melissa?
The most important lah for us is also something that you do in the app itself, is which is kesyukuran,
Mm.
gratitude. So that is very important thing that me, even Megat, and to my kids, we always have to, we see this thing very, very important in our life, every day, every second, about kesyukuran, gratitude, feeling of the gratitude. So with that, you get to, you feel the fullness, the enjoyment of life.
Wow.
So even my kids, yeah, I always pray for that they have that, and I want to attract that to them as well, with this feeling, which I think if they have that, then inshallah it'll be much better. They'll feel contented, feel grounded, feel relaxed, more relaxed when you have that. Even at the small things. So I always say that, when we feel the kesyukuran tu lah.
Wow, that's an amazing advice. Very profound, very basic,
Mm.
very fundamental. Everybody can do.
Mm.
Everybody should
You
do.
are my role model, your family. That's why I see you guys. That's why even my husband, Mugan, said, I like talking to Kavita. She's so, her vibe is so good, because she always have this very smiley and penuh kesyukuran. It's always all the time nice talking to all of you, to Devi, to everyone, your family. So you our role model. So we follow you lah.
Thank you so much. It's nice to hear that.
It's
Again,
true, it's true, it's true.
yeah.
I'm not just saying it, it's really true.
Thank you so much, Melissa. We want to touch more lives. Let's go and do that because it's free actually. It's free to know all this, get to know more, lead a wonderful life. Because one of our mission is as human being, we need to start being human. In being human, being conscious is very important. People think being conscious means I'm awake, means I'm conscious lah. Yes, that's number one. But you need to act when you're awake. When you're awake, you're acting. Make sure you're acting also consciously. For majority of the people, they act reactively. So we sometimes joke like when someone gets angry in the house, we'll say, I think you better wear the crocodile cap. Because crocodile can reptilian, they baham the prey, the husband and wife crocodile together, and then the husband crocodile bit the wife crocodile, and the wife next day they're still together, nothing happens. They don't, but in human being, you go and bite and see, oh, gone. Whole life is gone.
Yeah.
Because we remember, and then we start planning. And now that planning is the one that's creating a lot of danger because it's chemical reaction. How can I get even with my spouse? How can I get even with my this? That planning and the conniving, which is creating more damage to us. So why not be in the moment? Finish, move on. Finish, move on. Take the good. Have fun with the good. Right? Something bad happened. Reset. So what do I want? Right? So that we can just move on. So let's be more human rather than crocodiles. I see a lot of people out there very reactive. You can see in Malaysia, it's a very peaceful country where I feel they need to have more inner peace.
Yeah,
Which we can sleep.
true. You see, Siva, last time when we were caught in the road, in the house, we cannot go out. We would say, "Oh, we have so much time, at home. What to do." And now people really start busy, and they will say, "I'm too busy. So much things to do." So actually, what do you want? So just ask yourself, what do you want? When
Absolutely.
give you much time, also we complain. Don't have time, also we complain.
Absolutely.
But when we have syukur-syukuran, we always think back, but hari tu, masa we have so much time that we get to learn so much thing also. Now we have this new way of communicating, of learning. Everybody used to being with online Zoom. There's something also good about that. That what happened to us, right? Another new technology, another new system in our life now. Now we have both. We have the online and we can have the offline. So great, isn't it?
Wow.
So much lah. Yang bagus pun ada kan.
I like what you say there. Itu pun ada, cannot. If you have too much time, problem. Cannot go out, problem. Go out, problem. Kesyukuran is right in the middle.
Yeah.
Right now, right, it's a fantastic realization. While you're having this, I'm getting realized big time. So, it's it's interesting how simple things can be. I recently did a video. This is basically, some awareness that came. This is from a book which was written 5,100 years ago. See, people ask me, who am I? Am I Hindu, Christian? This and that. They ask me, one of the things that I always tell people is that I am born Hindu, but I'm more into seeking into the spiritual world because I want to understand more. Because I realize it is more expensive opening, so I can learn more. So this book is, I think, this is the best ever psychology book written around 5,100 years ago. It's called Bhagavad Gita. It's very, very interesting. But one of the saying it's there, if something has happened, it's happened for good. If something is happening for good. If something is going to happen, it is for good also. Right? I made a small little video about it. I'll send to you. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
You can watch it because the whole thing over there in Melissa is that there are two things only there. One is happen. This is my own opinion because
Mm-hmm.
when you read, just like your holy scriptures, when you read when you read your Quran, you would realize that when you first time read, it sounded different. Second time when you read, it sounded different. Third time when you
Mm-hmm.
read,
Ada
different.
lagi.
It keeps
Uh-uh.
improving and it's
Yeah, yeah.
basically we are changing. So,
Hmm.
so these three, based on my opinion, happen in the three time frames. What it says is that in the past happened good, currently happen good, future happening will be good also.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole thing is about gratitude.
Mm.
So just like what you were telling,
Mm-hmm.
gratitude is our superpower, which is free and we are using. So I would like to ask your advice. What would your advice be for others in moving forward with their life? Because we are coming, there's not going to be post-COVID. Like if someone is telling we're going to have a post-COVID era, COVID has been with us before we came. COVID is going to be here after we are not here anymore because it's a very old mutating virus, right? Just like how we
Mm.
have evolved, this virus has evolved. So just that we are, I really hope coming out of this, we are better version of ourselves. I hope so as a human being. We are better. What would your advice be for others, moving forward in their life, Melissa?
Then we are now, is it?
Yeah, from
Moving
now we are
forward.
moving forward. Yeah.
I think we've gone through. We are blessed that we are the surviving ones. We
Mm,
went through it. So I think there's so much things that we have learned that become us more aware and of how we want to control and take charge of ourselves, of how we perceive things. Even we talk about the COVID itself. For me, as you say lah, when you want to attract, we want to we put the focus on the scary part of the COVID. Oh takut nanti mati and all that. So kita akan jadi takut. But with the experience that we see, there are people who kalau nak kena juga. Macam mana they take care of themselves pun, if kena.
mm.
Kan? So itu yang we have learned lah that we just have to jaga ourselves, jaga our feeling. And so that as what you said, just be in the moment. Don't think too hard. And when we are scared of of going through things, just look back what we had gone through. We survived. We survived already that phase that is like harder than now. So that will keep us going.
Wow. This is amazing, lah. Right? Um, being responsible then. It's amazing. One of the things that I've started doing when I see someone who I didn't see for a long time, I say, I'm glad you're still around. I
Hmm.
mean it because we have lost people along
Betul.
the way again. And
Yes, just now I called my friend also. I said, how are you? She said to me. Actually, she's one of the singer, a very popular singer. So when she texts me, and I just called her because say I want to hear your voice. I said, and then she asked me, how are you? I said, thank God we survived.
wow,
We are here. We are still alive. I said,
wow, amazing. That itself is a big gratitude, right?
yeah,
We've been granted another day.
yes.
Wow, to be healthy and to move forward. Wow, that's amazing. Melissa, I had so much of fun talking to you. It's just smooth. We didn't have much pause at all, which is which is a good conversation. So as I said, our conversations are based on we are having a good time. Someone is bugging us, spying on us. So, but the spying is
Yeah.
basically we are recording this session, may this session go out to people. Share this with all your friends because it's very very important what you have just shared, Melissa. Because it takes a lot of tenacity, a lot of resilience in your mindset to be in limelight, to be able to take any kind of positive or mainly negative comments that comes our way. I know this person who said this. His name is Sadhguru. He said this: "If you throw me stones, I will build home. If you throw me cow dung, I'll make manure and give it back to you." So whatever that comes to our way, I think we should be able to make good use of it and make it available for goodness for others, right?
Correct.
So that is
Good.
something is a big reset itself, right? So before we end, I would like to know, how can people get in touch with you, Melissa? How can they get in touch with you? Where they can find you? You're into young living. You're doing well. You guys always. When I see a young living essential oil, personnel, you guys are full of aroma, right? Right, always
Yes.
excited. Everybody goes and then suddenly that it's, yeah, essential oil is a reset.
Yeah.
It's a big reset, right? So how can people find you so that you'll be able to bring goodness in their life, in their mindset, in whatever that you're doing, Melissa? How can people find you?
Thank you. I'm in Instagram under Melissa by all means. Anyone can just comment at my post or inbox me to anything. Yeah, inshallah, I'll reply. And also in Facebook, that's
Wow,
where I am.
that's amazing. We'll leave the link below so that people can actually get in touch with
Thank you
you,
so much, Siva.
help people out. Our whole idea is, when people come, they might be, don't know whatever situation they are, but when they leave, hopefully they're living as a better version of themselves. So kita ni, we are basically renting our space lah. So it's basically come in, go out, right? So before we end this session, what would you like to tell the audience, Melissa?
Live the moment.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Melissa, for participating in this conversation with me for World Mental Health Day. This is something that we're doing with our team of, being human. Subscribe. For those who are listening, you can subscribe to our channel, Reset Being Human. The link will be below. There's more than 100 odd short videos, all are related to interviews and find people like Melissa. We interview people and we have tips on how to be happy and all that stuff centered around being more conscious. So thank you so much, my dear friend, my dear fellow human being. Wish you a fantastic day. My love and regards to Magat and kids. So take care of yourself. Stay
Thank you
safe,
so
stay
much.
healthy, keep your immune system up so that we are all healthy.
Don't forget to reset.
Reset. Take care.
Reset.